Take it easy. Yeah. I'm going in. Gotcha.
Time for retribution! Ha! Ha!
Useless. Game's up. Fun's over. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Seriously? You want me to escort? We just got done with this garbage.
Boring.
Verdict is
Good one, D-Luke.
Useless.
He's so dookie. I'm gonna act like he's not like level 40. Oh, this one's not a bad one. Never mind. I have no right to complain. I really got them. Shit, they might damage the cargo. Just kidding. You guys mad or something? Come get it. Dumb, stupid idiots. Now, how about a commission that is a little more engaging than that?
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Here!
I need to come up with a better team to have Yulon in for the commission party. I don't use her at all. And every time I do, it's just like that. I use her burst and then I'm like, oh, let's use Xiao's burst. She's just my fast-moving person. So fast.
Gotcha. Take it easy.
There's no end to this.
Busted.
Boyo doesn't even know what happened. Ooh, just drowned two of them? Get it, I guess. Hey, yo, what? A toy making we shall go. Are there two events going on right now? Ooh! I picked truly just an amazing day to do this.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
And that's not enough for another wish, is it? Nah, of course not. Alright, we'll do Muddy Boy first. Whatever this event is. Hello, Catherine. It seems that the situation has been getting worse over the last 2 days. The exploration team's movement will be limited as a result. Who can I get to take this commission up? What's going on? Ah, Jaden and Paimon, your timing is truly impeccable. Impeccable, you say? Sounds like we've got trouble on our hands again. For reasons unknown, some dark mud-like substance has come pouring out of the caverns and mines of the chasm lately. It is a very sudden affair, and the exploration team is yet to come up with any countermeasure, and so investigations there have started and stopped several times. As such, Godiva has asked the Adventurers Guild to send help. Dark mud stuff? Isn't that thing from beneath the chasm? That's exactly the substance I speak of. I do not know why it has reached the caverns and mines, but either way, the exploration team's progress has been stymied? Stymied? Alright, Google.
Stymie.
Fuck. Stymied, huh? And their day-to-day movements have been affected. After all, they rely heavily on mining tunnels for transportation of goods and materials. How long has this been going on for? For some time now. Kadive says that he found a researcher from Sumeru who can help him out, but that researcher seems to need help themselves. I must admit that this has been troubling me ever since. You know, Kadive probably pays pretty well. Has no one stepped forward? No, I'm afraid. Mostly owing to the extreme danger that dark mud poses. Quite a few people actually came on account of the reward. But the moment they heard it was the chasm, they quickly declined. To make things trickier, most adventurers are not familiar with the chasm's layout. So the one who accepts this commission will have to be someone with no fear of danger and who knows the chasm like the back of their hand. And just as I was puzzling over this matter, you two dropped by. So that's how it is. Things do seem quite serious, Jaden. Right, let's go have a look. Then let's go now, shall we? About that, Kadive did say that you just have to look for the other researcher from Sumeru. Or to quote him verbatim, if anyone's willing to help, tell them to go to the campsite at the chasm. That guy will be prepping just as usual. Alright then, we'll be off. Thank you. The chasm's safety is in your hands.
Take it easy.
Maybe I'm just really not good at reading, but for real though, reading dialogue is so difficult. Oh, that's some fall damage right there. Blizzard. I didn't think that the environment here would be so unique. In that case, the energy system of the Persina's spike will... Jaden and Paimon, it's been a while. Why are the two of you here at the chasm? Actually, I do recall Kadive saying that you've helped the expedition team out a lot. That said, the situation in the chasm has been worsening. It's no place for a walk in the park. Wait, you were... Oh, come on, didn't we just meet a short while ago? I mean, I do always end up asking you for help, but that's no reason to pretend that you don't recognize me. Forget it. In that case, allow me to introduce myself once again. I'm Hosseini, a researcher at the Academia. I've been working on a device known as the Energy Amplifier, and I even went to Inazuma to do some reference work there. However, I've run out of operating funds for my research, and so I've returned to Sumeru. Okay, Paimon thinks she remembers you now. You do? You're Amplifier Man! I'm quite sure that I've never introduced myself as such. Whatever the case, I received a request from a fellow researcher named Kadive. I owe him a favor regarding research funds from way back. So I'm here at the chasm to help him solve this problem. Well, I hope that explanation's clear enough, in which case let me ask the question, why are you two here at the chasm? We're your backup. So that's you. And to think I was worried when Kadive mentioned that he was going to get some people to help out. Since it's you, I guess there's nothing to worry about. I must admit that if I were to attempt to resolve the dark mud issue here at the chasm myself, it would take a lot of time and energy. But with your help, our odds are, well, higher. What do you need us to do? You've heard of the Persina's spike, right? A device that can release energy that disrupts the ley lines? According to my hypothesis, we can place the spike at points where the dark mud is pouring out to disrupt the ley line movements and clear it away. Is the dark mud even related to the ley lines? Well, they did appear based on anomalies in the ley lines, so it is very likely that they are related. That's what Kadive and I have discussed anyway. So we can use the spike to disrupt or even close the openings that allow the ley lines here to access external elements, which will stop the dark mud. I see. However, we were previously just using the spike to disrupt the ley lines. This is the first time I'm using the spikes to seal them. I've done some estimations and adjusted the spike's parameters. In theory, nothing should go wrong. But theory is, as you know, ultimately theory, and theories must all be tested. I was just thinking of beginning the initialization process, in fact, but it has some risks. Well, allow me then. Alright, I'll leave it to you. I will observe from the sides. What, no primos? I don't know if I need to use the Lumen Stone for this. The dark mud oozing forth from the ley lines will buff nearby monsters, increasing their attack and defense greatly. When these monsters are in areas covered by the dark mud, their abilities will be further increased. Monsters will attack the Prasina spike constantly, and the surrounding area will flood over with dark mud. Clear the dark mud to weaken the creatures and defeat them to prevent the spike from being damaged. Well, now I'm not sure, so I'm just going to equip it anyway.
Quietly now.
Am I supposed to activate something?
Here comes the catch.
This is pretty rough.
Worthless. Here. Time for retribution.
Gotcha.
There we go, that's a little bit better.
Everybody stand. Game's up. Busted.
This team really does stink.
Quietly now.
Evil conquering. Worthless.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Boring.
Going in.
Bruh.
Burn.
Get sexy.
Boring.
I will be changing my team after this.
Here. Here.
Everybody stand.
Dream Team? That is not Dream Team. What is this team? Who is in this spot? Kazuha. That's right.
Want me to come along?
Yeah, you definitely watched that struggle. I know it. Didn't you say that theoretically there wouldn't be any problems? The spike wound up causing the dark mud to gush out instead. Ah, is that how it is? To think that I did not factor the ground into my calculations. What an error. Factor the ground into your calculations? That's right. Our previous experiments all took place on softer soil. But within the chasm, the medium through which the spike's energy travels is not soil but rock, which has very different properties. This caused a major discrepancy between the earlier calculations and the actual result. Indeed, theory is not a mere matter of imagination. Instead, it must be grounded and proven in reality. This proving process seems kinda dangerous, though. Also, why did so much mud come out all at once? Indeed, this place is quite far from the mining complex, so the mud really shouldn't be flowing all the way here. The situation must be more urgent than we imagined. Also, the Prasinus spike has a definite effect on environments affected by the dark mud. This shows that the dark mud's proliferation is, as I guessed, an issue that stems from ley lines. This proves the need for experimentation and proof, does it not? Of course, if I had done the experiment myself, I would have wound up being attacked by the monsters. Not that I worry about being injured, that would just be a small loss compared to any damage that might be done to the Prasinus spike. How would I answer to our great tutor Firnas or my fellow researchers in the... Yeah. God, I love other languages. How would you even? How would you even? Hold up, I don't have a way to copy paste that. Ah, perfect. Of course it would. Just cover it up completely. That's so nice. Okay, I got this. We'll use my stream preview. Oh, that's not helpful. Oh, that's not helpful. Not helpful. Not helpful. Not helpful. I don't know how to say that. Ksharawar? I don't know. You should pay more attention to your own safety nonetheless. True, the data we've collected can be used to adjust the results of our calculation. Now, the solutions to these interfering parameters. I believe there are 4 such methods, though there should be only one that will prove most effective. Thank you so much for helping me with this test run. I will make some adjustments to the Prasinus spike. Later, it can be moved into the mining complex where operations can begin. You're moving it into the mining complex by yourself? Well, no, I had agreed with Kadiv to hire some of the local miners here to move it. But when they heard that my objective was to resolve the issue of the dark mud, they refused any payment. I've spoken to Kadiv and Mooning from the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, the Mora will still go to them as compensation. Of course, I'll need you to start the machine up once it reaches its destination. Wait till the next day. Wow. It's already muddy down here. It's quite awful.
Quit looking at our double cheeseburger.
Spare leaks, ma'am? Spare leaks? Oh, you're talking about Genshin leaks. I was very confused. Have you seen them, Sleepy? Thank you for the 20 freaking months, by the way. And 1 year uninterrupted. But the skins? The skins? You're here. Yep, we're here to help. I was just checking the Prasinus spike. I must say that Liwa's miners are made of stern stuff. Just 2 of them were enough to transport the spike here. You for sure have? It's pretty good. I'm excited for Fischl. I haven't seen the characters though. I've purposefully not looked at that. Twitter's just going feral over the skins, and that's enough for me. I don't think I'll buy the D-Luke. And if I do at some point, it's probably going to be after I build him. But since the Spike has some very fine moving parts, I need to check if it has been affected while in transit. In theory, though, everything should be fine. Official looking like a 5-star? Dude. Her having red eyes now for that skin, too? Very cool. Also, I think it's really funny. I keep looking at your chat message like I'm talking to you, except it looks like I'm a crazy person just talking off to the side. That's what you said last time, too, and you nearly got Paimon and Jaden into deep trouble. Well, I did also say that there's a difference between theory and reality. However, I made sure to check everything before you came. Everything has been prepared, and once initialized and in operation, the Spike will not need any initial elemental energy input to maintain its charging state. How's it going, by the way? I just got back from a convention a couple days ago. I played a lot of rhythm games, and by a lot of rhythm games, I mean one rhythm game a lot. But it was a little stinky, just a little bit. I got my boundaries pushed while I was there, which was an experience. My group got recorded without consent, but whatever. You kind of expect it. It was a lot smaller than we thought it would be. But it was still fun. I don't know if I would drive 3 hours for that again, but is whatever. Wait, it doesn't need any initial energy? It will keep charging? Yes. Before I had to adapt it to Inazuma's environment, and so I modified it as such. I modified it such that it could only charge and operate through the use of Electro. However, that is not the original operating mode of the Persina Spike. Originally, it was intended to function in this sort of environment. In fact, this dark mud is its power source. That's right, and that's why the Spike is perfectly suited to solving this issue. If you consider it, this dark mud issue we're having in the chasm has both symptom and source, both of which must be resolved. Yo, that sounds semi-fun considering the boundaries. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. Like, it's not like I'm a woman and I got groped while taking a picture with somebody. No. I was cosplaying as Goro, and this one person just came up and they were like, yo, it must be pretty annoying wearing a cosplay that has so much skin exposed. And I was like, yeah, it's like really embarrassing, but I mean, it's worth it. And then they like just stare at me for like 3 seconds, and then they just poke me in the stomach and say boop. Like, I know it's nothing crazy. It's not like I got violated or anything, but why would you just touch somebody in public? Like, if you went to fucking Walmart and poked somebody in the stomach that you just absolutely did not know, you would probably get punched in the face or told off. And, you know, I'm not going to make a scene over in the middle of a convention center hallway, so I just kind of gave him, like, the blank stare of, I can't believe you just did that. Oh, it was super weird. Super weird. One thing about this convention, though, they had one vendor that was selling really nice figures. I'm talking, like, they had official Genshin figures, like the Klee one. I think that might have been the only one they had. I don't think they had Kuching or anything like that. But they had Klee, and they had scale figures, like 1/7 scale figures. Even some 1/4 scale ones, so like extremely expensive, like $300 figures. And then they also had some more uncommon prize figures that you wouldn't see really anywhere else because they were made so long ago. But I didn't see vendors like that over at the last 2 conventions that I went to that were a good bit bigger. Like, they had some of them, like, they'd have, like, My Hero Academia scale figures or Demon Slayer scale figures. But this one, they had some actual, like, niche stuff. It was cool. But it was, like, the only vendor worth going to. So really, this convention was us running around taking pictures and going to a couple panels. And then we would just go to a round one arcade and play some rhythm games. But we only have two close to where we live. There's one that is 2 hours away. And then there's another one that we went to for this convention that is 3 hours away. So we'll take it as a combo trip. Of these, the source is the ley lines. Exactly. As such, we must nip the problem in the bud by sealing the openings in the ley lines through which the dark mud is spewing out. Of course, the sealing of the ley lines will not completely solve the problem of the dark mud that has already come out. However, the Persena's spike has the ability to absorb the energy within the dark mud and decrease its power as a contaminant. This is what we call fixing the symptoms. If I learned anything from cons, it's that panels are top priority. Half of the vendors' hall is the same stuff. You know, you're not entirely wrong. Except the art-specific ones. Yeah, Artist Alley, completely different. I'm trying to think about, like, the vendors' hall from the last one. Because it was a medium-sized convention. But it was a pretty small area. And a lot of them, this is like my big problem. The people I was with didn't seem to have too much of an issue with it, but it's really disappointing to go to a convention and see that most of the stuff on sale are prize figures. Like, we're at a convention, bro. Like, this is like a gathering of people sharing the same interests. It is literally a gathering for a niche. I mean, anime's not a super huge niche. Or anime isn't an obscure niche. It's like huge now. And I mean, I guess that means you need some affordable stuff. But you paid like $60 to get a ticket for this convention. And then all the stuff that they're selling is like, this sounds offensive for like the makers of the stuff and the vendors. But this is like the bottom tier. This is stuff that you win out of a crane game that you're buying for like $20 or $30. I can buy that at my local comic store. Give me the good stuff. Now granted, I did get some cool stuff over there. I got a scale Rengoku figure from Demon Slayer. And I got a vinyl copy of the Silent Voice soundtrack. So, like, there's some good stuff there, but I swear to you, half of it was just $30 figures. There were a lot of panels at the last convention that I went to, or the one before this last one. The one that we were at a couple days ago, I think we only went to one, maybe two. There was not a lot. They had like, I want to say 8 panel rooms open. One of them was dedicated to like Shambara or something. They were whacking each other with paddles. It was very odd to walk by. But one of them was for that the entire time. Main stage obviously was for performances and stuff. And there were a couple of panel rooms dedicated to showing off cosplay, and then another one was for an auction or something. So like half or like 2/3 of the rooms were actually used for panels. And there weren't that many. So we really did every single day. We woke up, we took forever to get ready, we walked out the door, went to the convention, walked around, did some circles around the vendor hall, wandered around Artist Alley, took some pictures with people, and then we just went back to the hotel room, got out of our cosplay, except for the first day. First day we went to the arcade in cosplay, and it was hilarious. Actually, I should have, I don't know if it'll show up. Actually, do I have, hold up. I want to try my best to show. This is weird. This is weird. This will look really sketchy, but I think it'll be fine. I will just show my Goro cosplay first. There it is. In shambles. And we were out here at the arcade going crazy. Is that Miss Hina in the background? Oh, of me? You've never noticed this? You've never noticed that? Miss Hina, right there? Absolutely. She's been there for like 3 months now. There's no way. You, the most dedicated person that I know, haven't noticed the Miss Hina. There's no way. But for real though, this picture of me in my cosplay is so freaking iconic. I love it. Is there any other good photos? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I fit Goro very well. And my wig and my like ears and stuff could use work. But he's alright. As alright. Did you make it? Absolutely not. I will not ever be able to make clothing in my life. 0% chance. As for those monsters who have been affected by mud due to long-term exposure, they will lose the enhancements they get from it and be weakened. Ooh, that's 3 birds with 1 stone. You know what? The Percy Spikesy is better than Paimon thought. It's called Persina's Spike. Persina's brilliance truly is such that one might almost believe that the spike was specifically made to solve problems such as these. That was a sentence. Holy crap. I'm liking the details on the shoulder armor. You're not wrong. It's a really good cosplay. Also my scene. Oh my god. Thank you. We could just have me in the middle of the screen the whole time. That's fine. Really my only problem with the cosplay is the ears and the wig. The wig is really thin, so getting it styled it obviously wasn't impossible because it happened, but it really can't match the shape of his hair completely, and it's kind of sad. I have 2 sets of ears for him. The ones that match the color of the wig itself, they literally just used the fibers from the wig to make it. And the way they did it was kind of weird, so it just looks off the whole time. And my actual cosplay itself came with ears that look okay, but they don't match the color at all. Hearts out to people who style anime wigs. I know. I'm not the one that did it. If you can't tell, I don't actually put work into my cosplay. I literally just buy them, and then I have my girlfriend's sister style the wig for me. So I literally just sit there like, all right, dress me up. Let's go. So, I mean, even I have a prop, right? I didn't make the prop. Go figure. But I have a prop of the primordial winged jade spear. and it is now broken. I've broken it like 5 times and I fixed it, but this time it got like badly damaged in my car to the point where it's like, it like curves like this. It curves. Not to that degree, but it curves, and it's noticeable because it's like broken on the inside, and it's all glued together now because I didn't want it to fall apart whenever I was, you know, bringing it out to places. And something happened while we were driving. There was like a residential area that had this crazy dip in the road, and we basically just like got whiplash from it. We got to the convention center and I opened up my trunk and it was like, oh. It's actually right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I don't think I need to switch the scene, but it's like... I don't know if you could see it. I really don't. But one of the wings... one of the winged parts that are like floating in the game, that broke off again. And like the entire middle structure is fractured. So the only chance for that thing to shine ever again is if I do my best to fix it and then just like make it a wall decoration. Do we look at a little pasta-like? Got the macaroni spear. If that guess of mine is true, then this whole process of solving the dark mud problem could serve as valuable experimental data in the future. Who knows, this research might even allow me to discover some hitherto unknown principles behind how Persina could affect the ley lines using certain devices. This subject has great value, honestly. If I could win the Academia's Kabikabas prize with this, that would be wonderful. Did you meet any voice actors? No. But at this last convention, there were 2 or 3 voice actors who were a part of the original Dragon Ball Z Funimation dub. And usually I would just go up and be like, hey, yo, what's up? And get some signatures or whatever, but I am short on money. That's what happens when you don't go to work. Believe it or not. This is a prize that academia gives out specially to young researchers. My dude, your hair's gray. I mean, don't get me wrong, you might just be under a lot of stress. You might be 30, you just got some gray hairs already because you pushed yourself a little bit too hard. But come on. But at the bigger convention I went to... Wait, did I go to... Did we? Hold up. No. I don't think we saw any voice actors for this last convention either. But in March, we did meet Zach Aguilar and Bryce Papenbrook. Now, if you don't know... Bryce Papenbrook is the voice of Inosuke from Demon Slayer, and Zach Aguilar is Ether himself. The criteria for winning are that the subject must be groundbreaking, creative, and that the person sending the report must have great potential, and be under 40 years of age. My guy! I was right. This dude's like 30, and he's got gray hair all around. All those who have won the Kabikavas prize under the age of 40 would go on to win great renown in the academia. That sounds awesome. Well, let's start the spike up right now. Let's hope it solves our problem. That said, please take note, Jaden, that while the Persina spike is a very impressive piece of equipment, it is also quite intricate and fragile. If it is hit while operating, or if it is submerged by dark mud, which can cause fouling, the spike will turn off automatically to prevent any further damage. Last con I went to, we saw Zach learn how to make tea at a panel. Didn't know how to make tea? Wait. Are we talking about brewing tea, or is this man like making tea? Oh, traditional Japanese tea. I gotcha. As such, please beware of the mud and of monsters while you operate the device. Well, oh god. The Persina's spike will continuously purify the environment while charging up. The challenge is considered a success once charging completes. The Persina's spike will enter a faulty state for a time if it is attacked, causing charging to temporarily stall. Still always regret not meeting Raiden's voice actress? Dude, what are you doing? Wait, hold up. Oh, it was before she was officially announced. Okay, that's fair. Were you playing when you went to this con? Or had you not started yet? Holy smokes.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Hey!
Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud.
Boyo's gotta recharge.
Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Yes. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Evil conquering, worthless. Here. Here.
This is rough.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Cut to the chase.
This is like stupidly slow. Oh, it was out of 100. I thought it was out of 1,000. The effects are better than I thought. We've recorded all the phenomena we've seen and the data we've collected. And most importantly, the dark mud was completely cleared. It's just that... Huh? Why do you look so unhappy? Is it a bad thing that the mining complex is all clean? Let me think. Well, when Kadive and I analyzed the situation previously, we believed that the opening in the ley line through which dark mud came should be there. I don't think that such an opening would have been this easy to clear out, so the true entry point must be elsewhere. And in this case, the affected areas also include the frontline mines. Exactly. This means that the point through which the dark mud is flowing in is in the tunnels. Such areas will be far more narrow, allowing for a greater buildup of the mud, and making it easier for monsters to swarm in, thus worsening our problem. No. Open areas, not good for clearing monsters. A narrow pathway, very good. Very good. Still, I have full faith in the Persina's spike. It is, after all, Persina's great creation. Just let me do a bit of maintenance work on it first. I'll call the miners who've agreed to move the spike into the tunnels over. Wait until the next day. Holy smokes. You know, I probably should have alternated the events. That's okay, though. Did you ever pull for Goro cons? Yes. I'm actually... At first, I was just going to wish on the weapon banner, but I should probably have a stockpile of primos beforehand, which I did not. And also, I don't want that catalyst at all. So getting that, or, you know, like another Aquila Favonia would have been really painful. Especially since I can't guarantee it, like I said. I need a stockpile of primos for the weapon banner. Because I want that guaranteed. So I just started pulling on Ito's banner. And I'll probably stop. I don't know. I don't know my plan. This is my chance to get C6 Goro. Vaguely. Not really. It really is a hard decision for me right now. Because, like, I can't even describe what I want to do. Because I'm, like, explaining it right now. And I was like, ooh, is that the best way? I don't know. But I have been wishing on it. And I do not have Shinobu yet. But Goro is now sitting at C2. At the very least, I hope he can get to C4. Because, like, that'll be huge. Impregnable or crunch. Two or three geo characters. That's fine. Yeah, so... Do you want Cookie? Well, yeah. That's actually what I was going to go on about. I was going to say that once I get Shinobu, I'm just going to stop wishing and then go to the weapon banner so that I can have Ito not freaking use White Blind. The world's ugliest... I wouldn't say it's actually ugly. It just doesn't look good on Ito. Like, it looks so lame on him, but there's no other weapon for me to use. None of these are for Ito. And I can't, like, just put on an energy recharge thing on him. That just won't work. Because the effect on this thing is also good. Debate Club Ito? At least it kind of matches. This looks cool on Ito.
Everybody stand back! Let's hey!
Elemental Mastery Geo? Imagine. Actually imagine doing that. Absolutely no chance. I do wonder if this skin for D-Luke is gonna fix his face, though. I do wish you luck on the Goro constellations. A lot of people have been getting early Ito rather than Goro. That's what happened to me when he was run the first time. Now, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I literally cannot, because Goro is not good by himself. And having Ito with Goro is like 10 out of 10. But I got C1 Ito before I got Goro. And I only got him C0. I got a Goro randomly off the weapon banner after that. It's like pulling for a 4-star in this game, it is definitely a curse. And right now, if I don't end up getting Shinobu, I will no longer have every 4-star in the game. You're just in time, Jaden. We were just discussing how to move the Persina's spike in. I must say, however, that the situation is far more serious than we anticipated. This is bad. There's too much dark mud in here, and it's crawling with monsters affected by the mud. We can't move the spike in. We can't find any path forward at all. We're still a long way off from the mining tunnels. Come on, we've got to try again. If it doesn't work out, let's go back out there and grab a few more buddies to help out. I mean, am I not too the mining superstar? I can carve through a mountain with but a few swings of my pickaxe. These monsters are no match for me. Let's get moving. Ugh. Keep on faking. We'll see how much redder your face can get from all that coughing. Nonsense. We can't proceed any further in. Long-term exposure to this mud will have severe consequences. The large number of monsters makes things even more dangerous. But we all saw it, didn't we? We put the machine in the mining complex and it was cleaned up just like that. If we could just get rid of all this mud sooner, this isn't the time to be prizing speedy solutions. Whether it be in experiments or in problem solving, proceeding without preparation and proper examination is too rash. One mistake could cost lives. Your own life is of utmost importance. This is one of the basic axioms of the Academia's lab manual. As a researcher from the Academia, I cannot simply stand by and allow such foolhardiness. But if we stop, who's going to do something about all this mud? If it continues to attract these monsters, it wouldn't matter if we brought another 20 people. We wouldn't make any headway. Let me think. If this really is unworkable, we could activate the spike once more over here first. Here? That's right. I just gave the dark mud emissions a once over, and though they are faster than how they were the day before in the mining complex, this is not yet the heart of the problem, so the purification rate should be quicker than the rate at which the dark mud can flow out. These monsters in the chasm were attracted by the dark mud. I suspect that they must be affected by its energies. So setting the spike up here and decreasing the mud's influence in the vicinity should also be of help to you. If we clear the mud out, the monsters should stop congregating. Once that's happened, we can try moving the spike further in. Then let's do this. You two head back to camp and rest first. We'll have need of you later. Come on, I don't need rest yet. It's not time for the mining superstar to lay his pickaxe down just yet. If it's clearing monsters, I can help out too. Quit the tough guy act already. I've seen this pattern of yours before. This is Jaden we're talking about. Where he gets to fixing things, there's little people like you and I have... There's little people like you and I have to fear. What? Where he gets to fixing things, there's little people like you and I have... Oh, there's little people... I can't say it correctly, but I know what it's saying now. There's little people like you and I have to fear. Okay, okay. We'll leave the dark mud in this area to you, Jaden. Got it. Ah, yes, Jaden. This entire area is covered in mud. The situation is far worse than I thought. There are also a lot of monsters nearby. Stay on your toes. I'll take care of myself. No, I mean, stay on your toes regarding the Persina's spike. I have full confidence in your abilities, but less so in the awesome yet fragile spike. If everyone in Sumeru talks like this, my brain is gonna explode. Dude, every scholar in this game talks like that, and it's so annoying. It's so hard to read. I mean, read, it's fine. Because, like, you can get the gist anyway, even if you don't, like, properly process that they refuse to use contractions. But, like, speaking like that is nearly impossible. Especially since I'm not reading the entire sentence beforehand. I'm just kind of reading it as I go. So, half the time my inflection's not even correct. It's awful. But not everyone in Sumeru can be a nerd. It's bound to not be the case. I'm hopeful. Please make sure that the spike makes it through unscathed. Have I gotten a single Primo gem from this event yet? Oh. When there's no voices I do not understand. Honestly, that's fair. Alright, now that I know that I don't actually need to stress out about this, let's do this! Really? Another one? As you defeat all opponents within the time limit, the Persina's spike in operation will release shockwaves at intervals that will deal damage to opponents they hit and dispel the buffs that those opponents possess. The arena will constantly brim over with dark mud. Once this mud covers the Persina's spike, it will cause a fault that prevents the spike from unleashing shockwaves. Use blooming light to destroy oozing concretions? Is that even a word? I fucking hate Genshin Impact.
Concretion.
The localization team has to freaking stop, man. Let's see this graph. Yeah, look at that. They're using 1800s words over here in 2022. They are quite literally just throwing out words from a thesaurus. Get out of here. Concretion. So stupid. Use blooming light to destroy oozing concretions to maintain the spike's operations such that it may continue to aid you. Yeah, screw you.
The wind knows it, as one with wind and cloud.
Don't blink. Let's light it up. I'm going in. With sword comes shadow.
Lament! Worthless!
They really could, though.
Worthless! One with nature.
Nowhere to hide. Got lucky that time.
Into the wind.
They're not making it easy to keep up with this.
Time to go. One with nature.
Speed of light.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Who's left? Oh, brother. What?
Everybody stand back.
Disappear. Here. Here.
Right, good one. So is this here the whole time? I feel like it disappeared. Because I would not have had to, like, actually manually pick up all of that stuff for my gadget. Also, it is kind of annoying. I've never noticed it until I started reading these unvoiced dialogue boxes
Come on,
out
enough
loud.
procrastinating. Let's
Anyway, I never noticed until I started reading them out loud, but they repeat stuff so often. Like, we opened up the conversation with the last little cutscene with him being like, this is much worse than we thought. We can't get through. There's so much mud and there's monsters everywhere. And then after we went through the whole conversation and got all of the context for us to just click square on something and kill monsters, he once again restates, specifically to us, that there is a lot of mud and a lot of monsters. As I should have expected of you, I suppose. Now the dark mud and monsters are gone, with minimal damage to the Persina spike. I am most glad that you were the one I've got to help us out. If it were anyone else, I doubt they could have solved this issue quite so handily. Well, I am pretty good at what I do. Indeed, that is plain to see. The two miners, Tu and Hao. Is this some kind of joke? Tu Hao? Especially when Paimon speaks, she summarizes everything. That's been a problem with the whole game, though. To be honest. Like, she will quite literally, after a cutscene, she'll be like, to summarize, blah, 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 blah. Come on. Have some faith in me. So I did not notice that these miners' names were Tu and Hao until they put them right next to each other. Hu Tao. We got Hu Tao with us. Dude, your Paimon impression, spot on. They might as well just hire me. They might as well. But clearing the mud out as we go isn't a good idea either. The closer we get to the area venting the mud, the more intense the rate at which it will just keep flowing out. We have to stop this problem directly at its source. Looks like we need another solution. I'll tell you what. I'll get Shenhe to carry the spike, and I can just clear the way. What do you think? I think it is foolproof. You only need 2 people. And one of them doesn't even need money. I mean Mora. What is this random piece of meat doing in the chasm?
Time to go. Wind strike. For it.
Hosseini, are you alright? I think I must be feeling the effects myself. Must have stayed here too long while thinking about how to move the Persina's spike towards the ley line rupture. It's not a big deal though. I've had some rest and I'm much better already. At the same time, I've also thought of a solution. It's just that, well, I must say that finding a way to move the Persina's spike around is actually not as hard as finding excuses to extend report submission dates. Since the mud covers the ground, we can make it float just a little by using hot air balloons and transport the spike that way. Or we could just use an animal slime. Oh, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Of course. This will help us solve our dark mud problem to some extent, but in areas where it has been blocked up the tunnel, we might still have trouble getting the hot air balloon through. And this is without speaking of the monsters that the mud will attract. I'm afraid that we'll have to leave such things to you. Don't worry, between Paimon and Jaden, all these monsters won't even know what hit them. I'll lend you my sword for a while. Well, Paimon's mostly just cheering you on from the sides, you know. To think that laughing just a little would make me cough this much. Whatever the case, Tu and Hao are packaging the Persina's spike and getting the balloon ready. I'd have packaged the Persina's spike myself, but the mere effort of standing up for a while was enough to send me into coughing fits. How embarrassing. Looks like I'll have to train my body as well as my academic mind in the future. Go and look for them. We're using a fake Animo slime. It's so goofy looking. What up, Hutao? Hey, Jaden, you're just in time. We're done wrapping this thing up. Guess that dude from Sumeru's explained how we're going to use this hot air balloon? Come on, Hosseini's not some dude from Sumeru. He's here to help us with the dark mud. Couldn't you have a bit more respect? Hey, this is just a friendly form of address. Right, whatever. The balloon can be used and the purification device has also been prepared. If you need help with the mining superstar... Actually, never mind. I can't really help right now. At least you've got some self-awareness. Go get some rest. Whatever the case, if you want to start moving the device, just start the hot air balloon right up. Yeah, I know how to escort. I did one for a commission today. Bruh.
Into the wind.
With sword comes shadow.
Get shit on. Oh, wait. So I didn't clear one of them? Oh, they come back. Never mind.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows.
I need to get in the habit of using an element before I use Kazuha. Because I'm not actually getting any swirl on that. Making me look dumb. I want to catch him. One moment. I don't think that worked.
Cut to the chase.
And now I can't actually... Why is everybody on cooldown? Oh.
Into the wind.
Incoming.
Bro moment. I didn't even get the little dude. Did we do it?
Let's light it up.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds.
Nowhere to hide.
I do not appreciate enemies with shields. Not one bit. Well, the spike has finally been placed. According to my estimations, this should be the opening through which the ley lines are overflowing. If we can get the spike up and running here, we can affect the ley lines such that the opening can be closed. Stop talking like that. I'm literally begging you. I believe that this will solve our problem for good. Shall we start now then? No, we cannot. I must perform another round of checks. We cannot afford to have another problem like the one we faced during the test run. Once the spike is ready, we will rid of this terrible mud and the monsters that come with it. My mouth too dry. I'm like slurring my words because my tongue refuses to move because of my dry mouth.
Evil conquering, worthless.
Why does that come back so fast? I'm not even done fighting, bro.
Boring.
Lame as hell.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Oh, let's go. Yeah. Just itching for that shop reset. Does it reset during this? Ooh. That means I have more than I thought. That's so annoying. I don't like it when they come back. You're finally back. How are your investigations going? The spike's adjustments have been completed. I'm still a little worried, but we can only leave it there in the tunnels. I've asked Kadaev to make medicine for Tu and Hao as well. It's all up to you now. Initialize the spike and seal the openings through which the dark mud is gushing out. Honestly, when Kadaev first came to me for help, I thought to myself that I'd just pack the spike up and head to Sumeru if things didn't work out. In any case, we had done enough experiments on the Prasina's spike already, more than enough to have data that could support a full report. But Tu and Hao, if I just left them here, they would have to deal with this dangerous dark mud for the rest of their lives. I decided that if my research could not help them, and was only good for publishing reports, then it would not be worth very much at all. That's why I decided to find some way to stop the ley lines from spewing this mud. I must admit that coming into contact with this dark mud was something of a wake-up call for me as well. I believe in your strength, but the areas where the mud flows freely are still very dangerous, so be careful. Ha, ha, ha. I was talking about you. The spike can indeed decrease the effect the mud has on the monsters if deployed at the ley line ruptures, but the monsters that have been attracted thereto are just too numerous. Incorrect. So please, you have to take care of yourself. It don't even matter how many monsters there are. It don't even matter. Accrue score? Okay.
Speed of light.
Wind strike.
With sword comes shadow. Cut to the chase.
Oh god.
It's high. The birds
Everybody stand back.
disappear. Worthless. Into the wind.
Teamwork is strength. With sword comes shadow.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Everybody stand back.
Lament.
Rune enemies are so lame. I frames this, I frames that.
Time to go. Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
I'm going in. Incoming.
Conquering. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Here.
Cut to the chase.
Wow. I have to talk to him. I can't just claim it. How did it go? Did you manage to operate the spike successfully? Yeah, it went well. Good, good. Though the Persina spike cannot seal the opening in one go, as long as it is successful once, continued operation should not be an issue. This means that it's really just a matter of time before the opening closes completely. Our problem is therefore solved. I must record this. For all I know, I may yet become a figure of some influence in the academia once the full research report on the Persina spike is submitted. I might even write it into my future memoirs. I can see it now. My experiments with the preternaturally... That's not a real word, dude.
Preternatural.
Nope. Absolutely not. I refuse to believe it. You're fake. I'll be waiting eagerly for that day to come. Well, I fear I'm not hardly as good at writing stories as I am reports. I can only hope that you'll forgive any flaws in my work. Oh, I went way above that score. No 4 stars today, buddy. Nada. I'm gonna be honest, this event was not very fun. It was very not fun. That is... The order of words there is huge. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That took an hour. Granted, part of that was us talking about conventions. But that was a whole lot of nothing for 2 wishes. Now, what about this other event? Traveler and Paimon, you're right on cue. Right on cue for what? For a commission that's suited for you. I was just about to reach out to you. A commission that's suited for us. Don't tell Paimon that you want us to look for things or drive hilly churls off. Or to fetch some suspicious-looking goods. Oh, don't misunderstand. The commission is indeed suited for you, and by suited, I mean it's fun, and there are rich rewards to be had as well. Rich rewards! Being fun certainly doesn't seem important to Paimon, huh? Being fun is also important? So what's this commission about? The requester is a toy merchant from Fontaine. His name is Bertrand. He came to sell toys in Inazuma and is currently looking for an assistant to help him with toy making. He's a businessman after all. That explains why he promised some very generous rewards when he put up the request at the Adventurers Guild. But he somehow can't leave Rito at the moment. Please go and ask him about the details of the commission. Sure, we'll head to Rito and look for him right away. Ahaha! I now have everything ready. I'll sell each toy for thousands of mora. Then with tens of thousands of them sold, I can easily earn tens of millions. Hello, are you Bertrand? Yes, I am. Are you two toy buyers who caught wind of my business? But it's a shame that I can't sell you any toys yet, because I haven't started mass production. But no worries, the production line is being built as of now. You can register and make a deposit if you're interested. I'll inform you when the toys are ready, and then you can proceed to pay the balance. Hold your horses, we're not here to buy your toys. Oh, you aren't toy buyers? So if you've got something to say, tell me quick, don't waste my time. And be concise, my time is precious. Whoa, what a change of attitude. We're here to help. Ah, so you're the assistant sent by the Adventurers Guild. Welcome. You could have told me earlier. Yes, I did put up that request. How should I address you two? A sudden change of attitude again. Paimon is, Paimon. Then how about you? I'm Jaden. I think I've heard this name somewhere. Were you once a wanted criminal too? More than once, actually. Well, I might have heard your name when the Tenryou Commission asked me to answer a few questions. What on earth did you do to get yourself arrested by the Tenryou Commission? It was not a big deal. I just missed something when I made the last batch of toys. It really was a small mistake. Not a big deal? A small mistake? Those toys would explode if you triggered something inside them, that's all. Explode? It's really no biggie. No one got hurt. But the Doshin from the Tenryou Commission still confiscated my toys without a second thought. The way I see it, those toys could still be sold as lovely-looking bombs. When I first arrived, I borrowed some mora from the International Trade Association to start my business. Who'd have thought that I would end up being confined in Rito, not allowed to enter other areas of Inazuma? You obviously had this coming. Hang on, since you owe the International Trade Association money, how do you plan to pay us? You can rest assured, I haven't spent all my money, and I can clear my debt once I'm able to produce toys again and get them sold. Sell them all to Klee and profit? You know, this brings up a really good question. Where does Klee get all of these Dodokos? Where does she get her bombs? All her Dodoko bombs? Then I can give you the rich rewards as promised. Is this really gonna work? Have some confidence in Inazuma's toy market. My toys were very popular before people realized that they could explode. And you know what? They actually got even more popular after that. Anyways, if my plan still fails in the end, I'll pay off my debt by giving all the toys to Kurisu. I thought her bombs were just her vision magic. Would visions be able to make physical objects? Please lend me a hand. But what do you want us to help you with? Well, all my toys are produced by this machine that I built. It's called one-of-a-kind, never-failing, engineer-grade, second-generation furnace-powered machine. Speaking of my one-of-a-kind, never-failing, engineer-grade, second-generation furnace-powered machine... What a tongue twister. Yep, let Paimon think about it. Let's call it the Great Machine. Is Ushi physical? Ushi's real, though. Ushi is 100% real. Wait a sec. This name's too short. It doesn't sound impressive at all. Sometimes the shorter it is, the easier it is to remember. The Great Machine. Paimon thinks it rolls off the tongue very well. Does Ito storm in his Geo Pocket Dimension? Oh, absolutely. Okay, I've indeed been told that I've had bad taste in names. I'll take your word for it just this once. Paimon's taste in names isn't exactly any better. Hey! Anyways, my great machine can automatically analyze the materials added into it, and then choose the most appropriate method to assemble them. But last time I added some strange mechanics that caused the toys to explode, so this time I've reflected on that mistake and rebuilt the machine. Theoretically speaking, it should be fine. That's what the last guy said. That's why I need people to test it. In all, the collection process involves 3 steps: source material collection, elemental charge, and core activation. This sounds a lot like the parametric transformer. Except it's huge. We need to collect things like ores, fruits, and flowers as the base materials. Next, we infuse the materials with elemental energy to allow the process to move forward. And finally, we power the materials with the energy drawn from the cores of elemental life forms. Today, let's try the first step, source material collection. Here, take this material collector. Remember to directly put anything you collect into the collector, lest it be contaminated by other elements. Leave it to me. Thanks. Let me adjust the device one last time. I'm counting on you to collect the materials. I'm not reading your tutorial. Collect 3 ores in the wild. There's gotta be some, like, right here, yeah? Just kidding. I know a place that's better.
One with nature. Worthless.
Now we need 3 flowers. Of which there is a severe lack. Does mint count? Yes. Nice. Hey, you're not real. It is also very hot in my room right now. Hello? What's it take for a guy to find some sweet flower around here?
Are you here to play with me?
Nope. See you later. I know it looks like I am wandering very aimlessly, but I swear to you, I know that there's a tree. Also, your audio's a little delayed. I would not be surprised, if I'm being honest. To be perfectly honest, my setup is not ideal. I don't know the best way to set up my whole 2 PC thing. But I will... I guess there isn't a way for me to do it right now. I don't think I have my VODs immediately available. Is it just stuttering, or... Because I can hear it stutter sometimes. Is it, like, actually off sync with the game? How's it going? Have you collected any materials? They're all in the collector. Alright then, let me add the materials to my one-of-a-kind, never-failing. It's the Great Machine. Yes to the crackle or yes to the delay? It kind of got worse over time? Okay. Because it's not that way for me. And I'm, like, actually listening to it. So hold up 1 second. Oh, now it's going to be crackly. Oh, it's going to be crackly. It should go away. Keyword is should. Alright, tell me in a little bit if it's better. Wow, and what's next? Will the machine go chug, chug, chug and then spill out the toys with a crackle and kaboom? That is totally impossible. What are you thinking? That's only the first step of the 3 processes. We're far from getting things done. Yeah, it's better for me now. Awesome. I'll need to remember to keep it on that setting then. Paimon gets it. So we need to complete all the processes, huh? Yep. We need all 3 processes in order to produce toys. Oh my god! We just said the same thing in 3 sentences. Not even joking. The exact same thing. Look at you, always wanting a quick fix. It takes patience to make toys. We must infuse every process with what? Oh, Paimon gets it. It's toys we're making after all, so we must infuse every process with real passion. Yes, my passion for Mora. Although that's not what Paimon was thinking, Paimon does share the sentiment. Hey. Paimon was just trying to make conversation. Then, Bertrand, what do we do next? Should we move on to the following processes? No worries. Since I've recently adjusted the machine, and this particular process hasn't been tested yet, I need to check if it works well with the materials. This requires some time. Please come back later. Come back later. Wait till tomorrow. Or can I just talk to you now? What? Oh. Oh, well, shoot. I guess this one just started today? Or yesterday? Hey, that's still enough for a wish, though. That's not enough for a wish. Did I not claim? Am I stupid? I swear I had more primos. That's really sad. But it's date time! Shinobu.
I do apologize. As I've explained before, it's a constant battle for Mr. Arataki with his mental instabilities. I know it's caused no end of problems for you, and I can assure you that he regularly feels very remorseful about that too.
I am just gonna turn this up. Maybe turn it down a little bit. I'm gonna turn up the game volume just for this, because if I narrate my responses and then they're like, it's really weird. I've watched my own streams back from whenever I did Hangouts before. It sounded really weird for me to talk back in the Hangout and then they're just like really quiet. Mental instabilities of being rad. I'm very confused.
Exactly. Yes, and that's why he has such a big heart for other people struggling with similar issues. The Arataki support group was actually founded precisely to try and bring something positive out of that. Yes, all of them are good, honest people underneath.
Ito do be rad.
It's just a shame that they still haven't found a cure after all this time. Oh, but no, not me. I'm not a sufferer.
What are you doing?
Just the person I need. Mr. Uesugi, my friend here can confirm everything I've told you about Mr. Arataki. To put it simply, he experiences strong emotion more acutely than most and easily becomes highly excitable.
I guess that's true.
And deep down inside, all the members of the Arataki support group are some of the most down-to-earth, kind-hearted people you could ever meet.
Yeah, I guess so. But that's not the full story.
Huh. Even the Traveler is here to vouch for the Arataki gang. So you're saying we've had them wrong all this time?
Shinobu is clearly giving us the look, which means play along. Otherwise, why would Shinobu have stayed in the gang?
You make a good point. You know, I heard Yoriki Owada saying how the Arataki gang's deputy has studied abroad and is well-versed in the law. I was wondering why someone with that much talent would choose to stay with the Arataki gang. Here's the thing, though. We have solid evidence that those three were illegally posting flyers everywhere, and we've received a lot of complaints from members of the local community. I appreciate what you're saying and everything. I'm just not sure I can let them off so easily.
Oh, please accept my sincere apologies once again for all of that. Mamoru and the others probably believe that they would be able to reach more people in need this way. Unfortunately, they were so eager to help that they ended up causing more problems than they solved. The Arataki support group assumes full responsibility. We will work quickly to restore the clean and tidy living environment that the community quite rightly expects. But with only myself available, I'm afraid that it could take a very long time to remove all the flyers. Having their help would have made things much quicker. I'm just a little concerned that if progress is too slow, the complaints will only keep coming, which ultimately only makes more work for you and your colleagues.
All right, fine. I'll go fetch them, but don't think I'm gonna make a habit of this.
Finally, we're saved. Hey! I knew Shinobu wouldn't abandon us. What up? The Arataki gang is back in town.
Sorry, they're getting a little overexcited at the prospect of being able to serve the community.
All right, guys. Make sure you get every last one of those flyers back, okay? And don't forget to apologize to the residents and ask for forgiveness.
I assure you, there won't be any problems. Will there, guys?
Yes. No problems. We'll be sure to get the job done.
I really hope letting them go was the right decision. They better not cause any more trouble.
Shinobu's so pretty.
All right then, Shinobu. We'll go apologize then? Yeah, we better be quick, or...
Not so fast.
What?
Last month, you almost got the fire brigade out when you were roasting lavender melons. 5 days ago, you angered the whole neighborhood by hosting the great sing-along in the middle of the night. And today, you go plastering flyers all over town. How many times will you have to be arrested before this stops?
But we put up those flyers to tell everyone how great the Arataki gang is.
No more excuses. You know, I had real plans at Uyu Restaurant today. But it looks like you guys need a little slap on the wrist first.
Help! Please, you don't want to do this. You could have just left us in jail instead.
Slowly back away.
Are you serious? Shinobu, please calm down. Calm down.
Not the boy I'm Genta! Are you ready for your drum-along performance?
There we go.
Now that you've taught them a lesson, you can get back to your original plan for today.
You got off lightly. I have more important things to do today. We'll finish this off tomorrow, is that clear?
Huh? Tomorrow? Do we have to?
Excuse me?
Got it. We'll leave you to your other plans. Oh, why did you just stand there and watch? Don't you care about us at all?
It was gonna happen sooner or later.
I guess that's true. And the longer she puts it off, the angrier she gets. But she said there'll be more to come tomorrow. Oh, if only Shinobu was busy tomorrow, too. Hey, how about we hold her up somehow, so she still has things left to do tomorrow? That sounds kind of risky. If we end up sabotaging Shinobu's work, even Boss wouldn't be able to protect us. Would he? Yeah, if Shinobu ever found out it was us, I don't even want to think about it.
I'd put a stop to it longer before Shinobu ever found out.
No way! We won't do anything bad. We're just gonna go and have a look and, hold things up if it's possible. I mean, we can't just sit here and do nothing, can we? If you don't trust us, why don't you come and watch? To keep an eye on us.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with just taking a look. Who knows? Maybe it'll give us some other ideas. Also, if the Traveler's there, we can probably talk our way out if we get discovered.
Dude, I am almost, 100% convinced that the Arataki gang really is just these 5 people.
Okay then. From what Shinobu was just saying now, she should be heading to the Uyu restaurant. Let's quietly follow her and just see how it goes.
And interrupt her eating. Yeah?
Looks like they're not on the first floor. Maybe they're upstairs.
Are you sure we should go up there? I gotta psych myself up first.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to all you guys.
We need to be super stealthy when we head up. Mustn't make a sound.
Always refining her
How about you head up first?
Maybe I can watch the exits. Keep them clear.
How about... How about...
Oh. These guys have the same lines, okay.
This is Miss Kuki Shinobu, whom I've recommended to you before.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Kuki Shinobu. I studied law in Liyue, so while I couldn't claim to be an expert, I do have a rudimentary grasp of the basics.
From what I've heard, Miss Kuki, I'm sure you're being very modest. I'm looking forward to working together.
I can assure you that she is exceptionally capable. All the Doshin from the police station have vouched for her abilities.
Well, with such a glowing endorsement, I'm almost tempted to ask you if you'd like to start right away, Miss Kuki.
You flatter me, Madame Norika. But perhaps we can discuss the role in detail over our meal before deciding how well I'm suited to the role.
Oh, forgive me for getting ahead of myself. You're quite right, Miss Kuki. Let's continue this discussion as we dine, or the food will get cold.
It's quite understandable to be hungry for top talent.
Akira, Genta, did you hear that? Is Shinobu at a job interview? And look who it's with, the Tenryo Commission Tengu. Never thought I'd see that self-important Tengu acting so polite. Who's that other woman they're with? Some big shot official?
Well, duh! That Tengu is the Shogunate's general, so that other lady has gotta be someone ridiculously high up.
Well, whoever it is, it looks like Shinobu is gonna take a new job with the Shogunate. You heard him. The job's practically hers already.
But without Shinobu, what's gonna happen to the Arataki gang?
We gotta do something! Quick, let's go tell the boss! He should be looking for Oni Kabuto nearby!
Okay, I know I just started this, but I'm gonna go eat some food right quick. Really quick.
That's just like Erika, always refining her craft.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you want to order.
back? Yes. Did I eat too much food? Absolutely.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please.
So now my existence is absolute pain. I also didn't turn my light on behind me, but I'm wondering if this looks better.
Is there anything
Hold up, wait a minute.
to satisfy my taste buds?
Water from the hot springs has magical powers to heal your body and soul.
I don't know.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them.
I'll try
If
it
you
out
wish
for
to
now,
hear it.
and I'll have a good look at it later.
Is there anything in the world that will satisfy my taste buds?
Where's Ito at? Why did it take 3 tries?
Boss! Bad news, boss! Really bad!
You guys are jumping to
Oh,
conclusions.
hey, what's with the panic vibes, huh? This is the Arataki gang, remember? It ain't bad news till we show up, am I right? So come on, what's up?
It's Shinobu. She...
Shinobu's gonna go work for the Tengu!
What? Shinobu found a new job? You have got to be kidding me.
No, it's true, boss. We saw her at the interview with our own eyes, didn't we?
Yes, Sara was there, however.
That slimy... I knew that Tengu had her greedy eyes on Shinobu. I mean, she's obviously jealous of the Arataki gang's top-class talent, but now she's trying to poach my people? Ah, that thieving Tengu!
Shouldn't we ask Shinobu about this first?
But they're already asking her for a start date!
It's in the bag. The interview is clearly just a formality.
Well, based on my experience of interviewing once every 3 days, I know for a fact that they will have been plotting this for a long time by now.
I don't think Shinobu would just switch jobs for no reason.
Oh, there is no way she... Well, actually, you know what? You could be right. She does get treated pretty well in the Arataki gang. I mean, every time we win some snacks, she does get first pick.
But I heard that a day's salary in the Shogunate is enough to buy a week's worth of snacks for the whole gang.
Yeah, but still, in the Arataki gang, we have a more relaxed working environment, don't we? Seriously, have you ever seen that Tengu smile? No! She always has that same sour look on her face.
But we seem to be the only ones who are relaxed, no? Every time we get caught, Shinobu's the one who has to come and get us out.
Do you think maybe after we got arrested for posting flyers this time, Shinobu finally had enough?
Those flyers drive me mad too.
Wait, so it's not a misunderstanding then?
It's all our fault! We made Shinobu angry and now she's found a new job! Boss, what are we gonna do? Without Shinobu, the Arataki gang won't survive!
All right, you guys, come with me. We'll go door to door and apologize, and we'll tear down all the flyers.
What? But boss, it took you months to make those.
Don't you think I know that? I know what it took. We have to show Shinobu we're truly sorry, and this is... it's the only way.
Boss!
So sad.
Also, I need you to do something for me.
Let's hear it.
Go find Shinobu and tell her you want an interview. If you tell Shinobu that you want to join
Tornado!
us, suddenly
It's been a while.
she'll have a
How
whole
are
different
you?
outlook on the future of the Arataki gang. With you and Shinobu as my trusty number 2s and Arataki numero uno Ito running the show, we'd be unstoppable. The Shogunate would have a tough time competing with us then, huh?
Whoa, nice one, boss!
The Arataki gang rules!
What do you say, partner?
Alright, just this once.
Okay, I'll leave Shinobu to you then. Boys, we've got some apologies to make.
right then. You can expect us to be in touch very soon to follow up, Miss Kuki.
It's getting late. I should get back. I hope that the next time we meet, we'll be at the headquarters of the Tenryou Commission.
Thank you. I'm truly honored. Huh? When did you get here?
I just arrived.
Huh? Whatever. What did you want? Have Genta and the guys caused a scene again?
Actually, I came to request an interview with you.
An interview? You want to join the Arataki gang? You haven't consumed any strange substances, have you?
I'm being serious.
So this isn't a joke. Huh, that kind of makes this even more concerning. It's not like you don't know the Arataki gang, so what's gotten into you? What sparked your interest in joining?
I like the people.
I see. Well, enjoying it from the outside is one thing, but actually being in the gang is a whole different story. I have to go into town to take care of some routine gang business. You can come with me. Consider it your internship. After that, if you still want to join us,
Then I'm in?
we'll see how it goes.
Ah, Shinobu. Can I get you anything?
No thanks, Mr. Shimura. I'm actually here to apologize on behalf of the Arataki gang for the whole posting flyers incident.
Oh, that. Don't worry about it. Your boss and his pals already came to apologize. Not only did they take down all the flyers, they cleaned up the shop for me, too.
Wait, are you sure that was the Arataki gang? Did the leader have horns on his head?
Sure did. Ah, it looks like at long last, they've turned over a new leaf.
How is this possible?
Maybe it's your influence at work.
I find this all very hard to believe. Let's head to Tsukumomono Groceries.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. What can I do for you?
Sorry, Miss Aoi. I'm here on behalf of the Arataki gang regarding the incident with the flyers.
Oh, the flyers? A bunch of guys came by and cleaned them up already. They also kept loudly proclaiming that they were gonna compensate me in full if it was the last thing they did. This whole thing really wasn't a huge deal, so I told them that if they really wanted to make it up to me, they could just buy something from the shop. They huddled together and discussed it for a while, and in the end they bought the most expensive item in the store, even though all four of them had to empty their pockets to get enough mora.
What the? Have they really had a change of heart?
See? Your teaching wasn't in vain.
There's one more person we need to apologize to. Let's go.
Oh, not Shota. Did they steal her freaking candy? Poor dude.
Girl in the mask! Guess what? The guy with the horns came to see me, and he gave me back all the snacks he won off me yesterday.
Wow, did he? Well, I also brought some snacks. You can take them too. Then you'll have extra in case they come to play cards with you again.
No need. They promised they're never gonna take my snacks again.
Is this really the same Arataki gang I know? No, I have to see it with my own eyes.
Huh? Look, they're down there right now.
It's really them. Huh. Unbelievable.
Hey, are you posting flyers again?
No, we're innocent. We're cleaning them up.
You Tenryou Commission types. Maybe if you opened your eyes, you'd see that people can change. Ever think of that? Playing the blame game before you even understand the situation. No wonder you're always catching the wrong people.
Sorry, Doshin. Please don't mind them. They're just a little overexcited.
Shinobu and the Traveler. We're saved!
I know how preposterous it sounds, but they have in fact been cleaning up the flyers. Numerous witnesses in this area can attest to that.
But I just heard about a street gang who've been reported for posting flyers. And look at this thing.
Hideous.
This is clearly the guy with the horns. Even the expression is identical.
Oh, turns out this Tenryo blockhead's a real art connoisseur. Yeah, really captures my style, doesn't it?
So, you admit it then? Right, that's it. You're coming with me to the police station.
Wait, please. I can explain.
What's going on?
So sorry, Madam Norika. I'm just stopping some hooligans from posting flyers.
We already told you we are innocent. Are you even listening?
You've been detained at the police station for graffiti countless times. You're really trying to tell me you're an innocent man?
Well, Oni, but that's beside the point. It's different this time. I swear.
Doshin, this is Miss Kuki, a business partner of mine. I can vouch for her honest and forthright character. If her friends have done anything wrong, she will not hide it. Perhaps we could hear her out first? After all, since we're going to be working together in a few days, it would be a shame to let something like this come between us, don't you think?
Working together? Oh, you mean the thing Madam Kujo-Sara briefed us on? Understood. We will hear your explanation.
All right.
I see. So, you did post the flyers, but then you did the responsible thing and came back to clear them up. It seems I jumped to conclusions on this occasion. Please, accept my apologies.
No apology needed. We know how much trouble we've created for you in the past.
Well, I'm glad to see that the misunderstanding is resolved. Well, I will see you soon. I hope we can work together effectively.
Most certainly, ma'am.
Boss, did you hear what they said? This means Shinobu has already made her decision?
Yep, looks like it's time for us to make a decision too.
Uh-oh.
Move to the backup plan.
Guys, chill. What are you up to now?
Shinobu, thank you for everything!
Hey, what's this all about?
Shinobu, this is a parting gift from all of us in the Arataki gang. We all pitched in and bought you this from Tsukumomono Groceries. We know it's nothing compared to your salary in the shogunate, but...
A Naku weed bracelet? What am I supposed to do with this?
Shinobu, don't forget about us when you're in the Tenryo Commission. We'll all try and be better people, and better Oni. We promise to stay out of trouble and not make your job difficult.
Wait, who said I'm leaving?
Also, Shinobu, when you couldn't find your snacks last week, the truth is, I ate them. And last month, I stole that toy we won, and when you came and asked me for it, I lied, and I told you it was broken.
Hey, no crying. We talked about this. Send her off with a smile, all right? Who are we? We're the Arataki gang. Shinobu is moving on to better things. We should be happy for her.
You're right. You're right, boss.
So sad.
The Arataki gang rolls!
Shinobu.
Hey, don't you start too.
Sorry.
Oh, is this the Arataki gang you mentioned, Miss Kuki? What an interesting group of people.
Yes, sorry for making a scene.
I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Norika, a merchant who does business between Inazuma and Liyue. Recently, I've been negotiating a business deal with the Tenryo Commission regarding medical supplies.
Huh? A merchant? Wait, so you're not a shogunate official?
Of course not. I'm just a merchant. I was lucky enough to secure exclusive sales rights for some new first aid supplies from Boo Boo Pharmacy recently. So I thought I would ask the Tenryo Commission if they would be interested in establishing a long-term supply relationship. Injuries are a regular occurrence in the army, after all. Cross-border trade is a complicated affair, but fortunately, Madam Kujo-Sara was able to bring in a legal consultant proficient in the laws of both nations.
Oh, you mean Shinobu?
That's right. Thanks to Miss Kuki, our negotiations went very smoothly. The rest of the process will probably take another 10 to 15 days. After that, I will have to borrow Miss Kuki from you again for a while.
I knew it.
I can definitely spare the time, so long as these guys stay out of trouble.
Yes. I have a little compensation for you all. Here, some trial packs of our new supplies. Miss Kuki tells me that you often find yourselves in injury-prone situations. I heartily recommend our product.
This is unexpected. So she's really a merchant?
Oh, you guys, I knew you must have gotten the wrong idea. Shinobu would never quit. Look at all this fuss you made over nothing. Planning a whole leaving ceremony.
But wasn't the backup plan your idea, boss?
All right, well, if we're done here, I'm gonna head to Tsukumomono Groceries and see if they'll let me return the bracelet.
Wait up, boss! We'll come with you!
They're gonna return it?
Hold it right there. Last week's snacks, last month's toy. What else aren't you telling me?
Oh, the thing is, you see...
Shinobu, let it slide.
You've all got your new first aid supplies. Don't you want to test them out?
Run, run, run!
We didn't even do anything. That had nothing to do with Shinobu. That is a bruh moment. Let's see, which one was it? Is it a straight line? Oh yeah, it is. I wonder what the
Time to go.
what the deciding factor on the route is. Because I wanted to spend time with her. Not the
All right then,
Arataki
Shinobu.
gang.
We'll go apologize then? Yeah, we better be quick, or...
Not so fast. Last month, you almost got the fire brigade out when you were roasting lavender melons. 5 days ago, you angered the whole neighborhood by hosting the great sing-along in the middle of the night. And today, you go plastering flyers all over town. How many times will you have to be arrested before this stops?
But we put up those flyers to tell everyone how great the Arataki gang is.
No more excuses. You know, I had real plans at Uyu Restaurant today. But it looks like you guys need a little slap on the wrist first.
Help!
Please, you don't want to do this. You could have just left us in jail instead.
Don't feel sorry for them. They need to learn their lesson.
It's more important that they apologize.
Yes, yes! Shinobu, please just let us go apologize. If someone else complains, they'll only arrest us again!
And then you'll be forced to help us out again.
I suppose I'll have to teach you a lesson later. So then, where did you post all your flyers, hmm?
Well, we left a few on the counter at Shimura's.
We figured that people might take a look while they're eating. Also, the bulletin board at Tsukumomono Groceries.
And, also...
Just say it.
Right, of course! Also, on the mountain path leading up to the Grand Narukami Shrine? We wanted to send the message. Why pray for the gods when you can call for the Arataki gang? But we only distributed a few before a terrifying fox lady appeared right behind us.
Really? How terrifying exactly?
Don't make me relive the memory.
Well, anyway, by the time we recovered our wits, we were already at the police station. We were actually pretty relieved to be there, under the circumstances.
Yeah, because it meant we'd escaped from the fox lady. Huh? Shinobu, why are you looking at us like that?
It looks like I need to knock some serious sense into you after all.
You said it was just gonna be a slap on the wrist! We've learned our lesson. Honest! Help!
Let's go apologize at the shrine first.
No, anywhere but the shrine.
Shinobu, we're gonna go apologize to Kanbei now. Bye.
Oh, yeah. And AOA too! Hey, wait up!
I swear I've never seen them run that fast before.
Miko seems to have left a lasting impression on them.
Of all the places they could cause a scene, they just had to pick the shrine. I guess I'll have to suck it up and go sort this out.
Why don't I come with you?
It's not that I don't know anyone there, it's just... Okay, fine. It'll probably go more smoothly with you there. The sooner this is over, the better. I don't want to spend a second longer at that place than I have to.
Shinobu said she doesn't like the shrine.
Anyway, thank you for coming with me.
Well, hello there, little one. Oh, I see you brought a special guest.
Lady Guji, I'm here to apologize on behalf of the Arataki gang. We will remove all the flyers and compensate the shrine appropriately for any damages. I hope Lady Guji can forgive their appalling behavior.
So that's why you're here. Yes, that is a tricky situation. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine, after all. Ultimately, their actions here are tantamount to disrespecting the Shogun herself.
That's a devilish grin.
So how about this? I've already assigned a shrine maiden to clear up your little flyers, so at this moment we are a little understaffed at the shrine. You mentioned appropriate compensation. Perhaps you could fill in for this shrine maiden and greet visitors for the day,
I'm afraid I have to refuse.
Oh? Such a hasty refusal. Do you think that's wise? Goodness, who knows what Tenshukaku would make of this if they heard about it?
I can't believe it.
Looks like you'll have to play along.
Very good. You've learned a lot since we last met.
Otherwise, things can only get worse.
True. I could deal with most people if they tried to exploit my weakness. Just not her. Okay, I'll be a shrine maiden for a day. But let me be clear that this is for one day only. And one time only. Also, I'm not wearing a shrine maiden's outfit. Not happening.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
What a pity.
Hey, not you too!
That settles it then. Now, there are already a few visitors at the shrine. Make sure you take good care of them.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, she marched off quickly. So cold.
I guess I'll be leaving now.
Hold on now. Would you like to be a shrine maiden for a day as well?
Are you sure I'm qualified?
It's my shrine. If I say you're qualified, then you're qualified. Besides, can you really bear the thought of leaving her here all by herself?
Shinobu of all people will be quite alright on her own.
So you'll stay and keep her company, yes? Don't worry, you'll both receive ample compensation for your trouble. It'll be quite worth the wait. Especially yours, I assure you.
Oh, should I take the risk or... Huh? Who are you?
You can talk to us about whatever's bothering you.
You're shrine maidens? They sure dress different these days. I suppose this is the Grand Narukami Shrine, after all. I came across a potential business opportunity recently. They say that by financing an overseas merchant ship, you can make a 40% profit on your investment in 3 months.
Several of my friends have already received their returns and want me to go in with them on a bigger investment. For some reason, I was feeling a little unsure about it, so I thought I'd come to the shrine and see what the great Narukami thinks. But the fortune slip I drew is neither positive nor negative. I'm at a loss on what to make of it.
Most of the fortune slips in the shrine are pretty ambiguous.
Could it be that our god wants me to come back and draw another slip tomorrow? And if the same happens again, then maybe the day after that?
You'd be guaranteed a great fortune slip eventually.
If you have all that time to draw slips, why not spend it on learning more about this merchant ship instead? I've heard of a scam where people make up a bogus investment and promise high returns in a short period. In reality, they just use the new investors' money to pay existing investors their profits. Once people see the early investors making their money back, scores of other investors jump on the bandwagon, and then one day the people behind it just pack up and leave with the money.
Oh gosh, come to think of it, they haven't given me any specifics about the shipping route or itinerary.
By saying it's overseas and being economical with the details, they can filter out the folks who actually take the time to do their due diligence. It's another common tactic used by many scammers.
Wow, is that true? Praise be to the Narukami. Clearly she has been watching over me amidst my confusion. Thankfully, I hadn't agreed to anything yet.
Why don't you thank her first?
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Shrine Maiden. Now that I think about it, I remember receiving similarly sound advice at this shrine in the past. That Shrine Maiden is long gone now, though. It's a real pity.
Really? What a shame. But anyway, shouldn't you be getting back now to warn your friends?
Oh, goodness, yes. I'll go and warn them all right away.
Here's hoping he manages to stop his friends in time. Right. There's another visitor. Let's see what he wants.
It seems even a change of scenery won't get the creative juices flowing. Who are you?
We're Shrine Maidens.
Shrine Maidens? Huh. I guess I could give that a try.
It was Miko's idea.
Oh, this was the chief editor's idea? Then no wonder it's so novel.
Ah.
I, on the other hand, am all out of ideas. So I came to the shrine to pray for inspiration.
Well, has it worked?
Not so far. I guess I wasn't sincere enough or something. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm sure I'll stir the heart of our god eventually.
It should be the readers' hearts that you're trying to stir.
Have you ever thought about going traveling? Inspiration comes from life experience. The more places you go, the more people you meet, the more you'll have to share with your readers. It's natural to run out of new material when you're in the same place doing the same things every day.
That's true. I haven't gone out exploring in a long time. Actually, ma'am, you look very familiar. Have we met before, here in the shrine?
No, you must be mistaking me for someone else. Lack of social contact can easily lead to a deterioration in facial recognition abilities.
Seriously? Oh, man. That's it. I'm packing my bags right away. Time to go traveling.
Got him.
Oh, that thing I said about facial recognition? Probably depends on the individual. Anyway, forget that. We have a new visitor. Let's go greet them.
Please, wait a moment, ma'am. We'll work something out for you as soon as possible.
Oh, it's okay. There's no need to rush.
What's wrong?
Oh, perfect. This lady's granddaughter is going abroad soon, and she'd like to give her an omamori before she leaves. Unfortunately, we just ran out. Could I trouble you to make some more? You should be able to find the brocade bags and knots on both sides of the shrine. For the paper slips that go inside, just ask Maki. I don't think I need to go into detail on how to write the blessing and put it all together.
No, I can handle the rest.
Ah. Thank you, dear.
Great. I'll take her to wash her hands first. We'll see you in front of the sacred Sakura when you're ready.
Ah,
Thank you all so very much. May the great Narukami bless you.
How did she know that we're maidens? We're just dressed up normally.
Time to go.
Huh, so this is where the knots are. Brocade bags, check.
You need paper slips for Omamori blessings? I have a few right here. Oh, but I'm afraid I don't have a pen.
Don't worry, I got it. That's everything. Let's go give it to the lady.
She's at the tree. I'm stupid.
Ah, there you are. Is the Omamori ready?
Almost. I just need to write the blessing. 1 second.
Here, ma'am. Please, come and pray over here.
Oh, great Narukami, please watch over my granddaughter and keep her safe on her journey.
Ugh.
Aren't you going to join them?
This is a job for a real shrine maiden like Inagi. I wouldn't be suited to it.
Why didn't you convince her to leave like the others?
There are some things that mortals are powerless to control. Sometimes praying to the gods is the only thing people can do. Not to mention that the Omamori will mean a lot to our granddaughter. Maybe it'll encourage her to stay safe on her travels? So in terms of the outcome, it's beneficial. The only people I can't stand are the ones who don't think for themselves and at least try to solve their own problems. By relying on the gods for everything, all they're doing is neglecting themselves and those around them.
Is that why you don't want to become a shrine maiden?
No, that has nothing to do with it. The reason I don't want to be a shrine maiden is that I don't enjoy it. But enough about that. It looks like they've just about finished, I think. Let's go over there and say our goodbyes.
Thank you ever so much. When my granddaughter returns next year, I promise to bring her here so we can pay our respects together.
You're welcome, ma'am. Make sure to watch your step on the way down.
I will.
Do you need any assistance on the way down?
Don't you worry now. I've walked this path many a time before. Oh yes, I don't believe I've thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for the Omamori. I'll make sure that my granddaughter keeps it with her.
You're welcome. Just doing my job.
It's been a long time since we last met each other at this shrine, hasn't it? So, you finally came back?
Huh? I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Oh, really? Well, perhaps my hearing isn't as good as it used to be.
Maybe she has eye trouble too?
Although this is very strange. You sound exactly like another shrine maiden I remember. She didn't talk much, but I remember her voice very well. Oh, anyway, I hope I can hear your voice again when I return with my granddaughter next year.
She's gone. Seems like this wasn't your first time as a shrine maiden.
Yeah, you're right. I once did a stint here as a trainee shrine maiden. It was arranged by my family. Unfortunately, I have no happy memories of that period. I just remember the way my family would nag me about etiquette and remembering the rules every time I left the house. And how they'd interrogate me every time I got back from the shrine to check that I'd been on my best behavior and hadn't upset any visitors. Not once did I get a simple, "Have a nice day," or "Welcome back." I couldn't take it anymore, so I quit. I was determined to be anything but a shrine maiden. So I studied bookkeeping, worked as an editor for a while, even sat for some exams to qualify as a chef. I wear this mask to stop people from recognizing me, because I don't want them to pry into my personal affairs. Okay, enough chit-chat. It's time to report back to you-know-who.
show today, both of you. It was so much fun to watch. Would you be interested in continuing to work as Shrine Maidens? Or perhaps you'd like to work as editors at Yai Publishing House instead? It would be a terrible shame to let such fascinating individuals slip away out of my reach.
No, thanks.
Regrettably, I must decline, Lady Guji. The Shrine and Yai Publishing House are both fantastic places to work. They're just not for me.
All right. Well, keeping you around under duress would only take all the fun out of it. Here, these are your wages as promised. Not a single mora short.
Wages? No need, Lady Guji. I'm here today to make amends.
Oh, don't worry. I've already deducted the damages incurred by those boisterous boys from your amount. If you don't take the payment now, I'll be forced to send someone to deliver the package to the Arataki gang. Now, who should I send? Miyuki, perhaps?
No need to go to all that trouble, Lady Guji. I'll take it today.
Good. How about you, little one? I trust you don't have any reason to refuse.
No, I don't.
That's more like it. One more thing. You mustn't open the package until after you leave the shrine. Otherwise, you will be cursed with bad luck.
That's not very convincing at all.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Is it gonna explode in our face?
This should be far enough.
Is there really a curse?
She's always saying things like that. There's probably nothing in here but plain old Mora.
Really?
Let's see. Yep, just Mora. Wait, what the?
Careful!
It's nothing. I'm just surprised by the amount. This Shrine Maiden gig was surprisingly lucrative.
But you still won't go back to that life, right?
Definitely not. No amount of Mora could make me enjoy that job. Let's see your share then. With no damages deducted, it should be even more, right?
Okay, let me see.
Huh, that's weird. It's just a single thin sheet. Wait, what are you laughing at?
I wish my sister could play hide and seek with me.
Is there more than one? Yes, there is. So cute.
Well, hello there, little one. Oh, I see you brought a special guest.
Lady Guji, I'm here to apologize on behalf of the Arataki gang. We will remove all the flyers and compensate the shrine appropriately for any damages. I hope Lady Guji can forgive their appalling behavior.
So that's why you're here. Yes, that is a tricky situation. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine, after all. Ultimately, their actions here are tantamount to disrespecting the Shogun herself. So how about this? I've already assigned a Shrine Maiden to clear up your little flyers, so at this moment we are a little understaffed at the shrine. You mentioned appropriate compensation. Perhaps you could fill in for this Shrine Maiden and greet visitors for the day,
I'm afraid I have to refuse.
Oh? Such a hasty refusal. Do you think that's wise? Goodness, who knows what Tenshukaku would make of this if they heard about it?
I can't believe it.
Never let her lead you by the nose.
Oh, dear me, don't you trust me? I'm heartbroken.
You've clearly got some mischief planned.
You're both impossible. Go on then, go lend a hand to the Shrine Maiden in charge of removing the flyers. You can have it your way. take down all the flyers and that will be the end of it. Is that accommodating enough for you?
Yes. Suspiciously so.
I agree. This seems out of character for her. Still, getting rid of the flyers should be the Arataki gang's responsibility. Even if there's a catch to this, it can't be as bad as being a shrine maiden for the day. Thanks for sticking with me this far. You can leave the rest to me.
Do we have an agreement? Well then, no backing out now. The shrine maiden I tasked with cleaning up is just outside the shrine. You'll know her when you see her. She is your sister, after all.
Miyuki?
Let's leave it there, shall we? Work hard now.
So she still got me in the end.
Rest in peace.
I hate to have to do this, but please stick with me for a little longer. Also, as of right now, you're chief advisor of the Arataki gang.
About your sister.
I'm sorry, it's all a bit complicated. Come on, let's go outside and find her.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Time to go. Yeah.
You look very happy.
Of course. Lady Yai personally assigned this task to me. Oh, it's you, Traveler. Long time no see. Lady Yai has instructed me to clean up all the flyers on the mountain. As for why someone would put these up at a shrine in the first place? Unbelievable. Who was behind it, I wonder?
My bad.
Who's that standing behind you?
Miyuki, it's been a while.
Shinobu, you finally decided to come back.
Sorry, no. I'm here for other reasons.
Oh, really?
A shame.
The whole family's worried about you. They might not always say the right thing, but deep down...
I'm doing fine, and there's no need to worry about me. There. Just tell them that.
I'm gonna need more to go on than that. What's this I've been hearing from visitors? That you've joined some sort of gang since returning from Liyue? That's not the worst of the rumors either. As unlikely as it sounds, I have to ask. Shinobu, did you get tricked into this or something?
I was just about to fill you in on that side of things. As it happens, the gang I work for, it's actually a legitimate international organization.
Really?
Really?
Our organization brings together the brightest talents from all over the world, including this traveler, for instance. A prominent figure in both Mondstadt and Liyue who has recently joined us as our chief advisor.
Nice to re-meet you.
Wait! Lady Yai did mention something about a world-renowned traveler. So, that's you?
The pleasure's all mine.
That's right. A large part of the reason I traveled all the way to Liyue was for the opportunity to build contacts with these prominent individuals.
I see. Well, that makes sense. So what is the name of this organization?
The Arataki gang.
Huh. The Arataki gang? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Wait. That's the name on these flyers!
I can explain. That was all due to a marketing campaign gone wrong. We came to the shrine today to clear up the misunderstanding. Our organization is relatively new to Inazuma, and one recurring issue we've had is people misinterpreting what we're about. So, we engaged a local marketing agency to help us communicate our ethos and philosophy more effectively. Unfortunately, something must have gotten misunderstood along the way because the results were quite a disaster. Although, the fault lies overwhelmingly with our partner agency in this case, as a responsible organization, we think we should be the ones to apologize and deal with the fallout. So, yeah, we can deal with this, and you can go ahead and get back to the shrine.
No way. This task was assigned to me by Lady Yai herself. Look, we can clean up together, can't we? Besides, I also want to hear all about this Arataki gang.
It's like she predicted my every move. All right, fine. The flyers aren't particularly sticky. If we soften them up with water or loosen them up with wind, they'll probably peel right off.
We'll use the power of Animo.
Stick it to the man. Join the Arataki gang. How do I put this? The artistic style of your marketing material is very...
Crude?
It's largely inspired by the abstract style, which is very popular in Mondstadt right now, and also incorporates elements from Liyue's inkwash paintings. We paid Top Mora to hire a professional artist for this, and while the finished product is a little, avant-garde, that's exactly in line with the Arataki gang's spirit of being fearlessly creative and radically disruptive.
I see.
Well said, Shinobu.
Arataki numero uno Ito. Ousting his foes like a sumo supremo. This Arataki Ito, is he your leader in Inazuma? I've heard a few rumors.
Mr. Arataki is a pioneering genius and the face of our organization. Naturally, plenty of our competitors seek to smear him. Mr. Arataki is generous and easygoing by nature and is reluctant to get bogged down with fighting spurious allegations. Plus, the fact that he is an Oni can make certain topics a little tricky to navigate. Nevertheless, we still reserve the right to sue for defamation if it comes to it.
Really? Wow, that sounds tough.
Very, very genuine right there.
Time to go. Wind Strider.
The Arataki gang is filled with folks who talk the talk and walk the walk. It looks like there are some members mentioned on the back. Mamoru, Genta, Akira... Hold on. If your organization has so many members, how come you and the chief advisor had to come and apologize in person?
Well, first and foremost, we wanted to convey our most heartfelt apologies to the Shrine and to Lady Guji. Secondly, the other members are dealing with more pressing issues. Right now, they're in talks with our external marketing team about this incident.
I appear to have missed some dialogue, but I have this sports tape that was supposed to be for my Goro cosplay, and I thought I accidentally threw it away, so before I went to my last convention, I got some more, and my mom just walked into my room and was like, "Hey, did you mean to leave this over on the shoe rack?" Oops.
Mamoru and the others have, far greater legal expertise and negotiating skills than I do, so they had to be the ones attending the talks.
Wow. The Arataki gang managed to find staff even more qualified than you. Now that's impressive.
She does not believe this
Alright.
one bit.
I think this area is looking good now. Let's head down the mountain.
Mama, what are you doing here?
Shinobu, we're so sorry!
We've come to our senses now. We can't let you face the shrine alone.
Even though we're still a little scared. Actually, I'm feeling a little weak in the knees.
Hang in there, Akira. We gotta do this. We have to go and apologize to her in person.
Huh. Akira.
Don't worry about them, Miyuki. Let's get down the mountain and clear up those flyers.
It's all right, Shinobu. We've already gotten rid of all the flyers down there.
Huh? You cleaned up already? But I thought Shinobu and the Traveler were the only ones who came...
We came here as quickly as we could after we finished apologizing in the city. After all, this was all our fault.
Mamoru, Genta, and I were the ones who came up with the idea of the boss designing his own flyers, and we were the ones who put them up all over town and got arrested for it. So, it just seems wrong to make Shinobu face that woman at the shrine all by herself.
Mamoru and Genta? Arrested? The flyers were designed by the boss?
Busted.
What the heck is going on here, Shinobu? Does this mean that the rumors I heard are...
True? Yes. Most of them, anyway.
So, what happened? Did you get tricked into joining them? If the rest of the family hears about this, oh, goodness gracious.
So don't tell
No,
them.
I joined of my own free will. It's not as spectacular as I was making it out to be, but I'm happy with what I'm doing. Go ahead and tell the family if you want. Tell them everything. I don't think being a member of the Arataki gang is anything to feel ashamed about. Even if you drag me back kicking and screaming, you know I'll only find a way to escape again.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling we've messed up again.
Is she going to turn Shinobu in? Hey, we're the ones who messed up the shrine. Shinobu had nothing to do with it.
Where's that other lady? Bring her out. Go on. She'll confirm it was all our fault.
I'm at a loss for words, Shinobu. I really am. All right. I promise I won't tell anyone at home. Don't worry.
What?
You're not a little kid anymore. And you're more widely traveled and have met more people than any of us. At the end of the day, it's your choice what you decide to do. And I have to say, the rumors do unnerve me a little bit, but... Look, they came here to support you. Despite obviously being terrified of Lady Yai. Since you've chosen the Arataki gang, just promise me you'll do your best to make all the things you used to talk about come true.
Sis.
What's going on here?
I don't know, but it looks like...
Maybe we don't need to get that terrifying lady to come and confirm our story after all.
Besides, if even the Traveler has decided to join, then the future of the Arataki gang looks very bright, doesn't it?
Actually,
Chief Advisor, if you'd like to discuss the Arataki gang's future development, let's step to the side, please.
Is that enough for a wish? Please? Nice. Fuck. That is so disappointing. I really said, Shinobu? No. What a bro moment. Alright. Now, what do we have left here? These two are done. Just start all the way back from the beginning.
All right then, Shinobu. We'll go apologize then? Yeah, we better be quick, or...
Not so fast. Last month, you almost got the fire brigade out when you were roasting lavender melons. 5 days ago, you angered the whole neighborhood by hosting the great sing-along in the middle of the night. And today, you go plastering flyers all over town. How many times will you have to be arrested before this stops?
But we put up those flyers to tell everyone how great the Arataki gang is.
No more excuses. You know, I had real plans at Uyu Restaurant today. But it looks like you guys need a little slap on the wrist first.
Help! Please, you don't want to do this. You could have just left us in jail instead.
I defend them, right?
Don't feel sorry for them. They need to learn their lesson.
Oh, then allow me.
Really?
Huh?
Punishment isn't necessarily to teach them a lesson.
Rules? You're saying we should lay down some rules for the guys?
The Knights of Favonius have a handbook.
It's true. Having a clear set of regulations and penalties could help establish behavioral norms for our members. Is that really why I can never get them to change? Because the Arataki gang doesn't have any written rules and regulations?
Hey, are you getting this? What do they mean? I'm not sure, but it sounds like it doesn't involve us getting beaten up.
You could write an Arataki gang handbook for them to study.
Let me think about it. The Arataki gang handbook.
Study? They're not gonna make us memorize a whole book, are they? No way! I took the beating over that.
Hey guys, Shinobu seems distracted. Maybe we should slip away while we can.
Yes, if we can make them learn the rules by heart, it's sure to have some amount of influence on their behavior. But knowing what they're like, to really get it into their heads, I'll have to assign plenty of homework assignments and give them pop quizzes each day. Huh? Where'd they go?
I didn't see.
Well, given that this way is Tenshukaku and the police station, you can bet they'll have fled in the opposite direction. Who knows what chaos they'll cause next if we leave them to their own devices? I'm gonna need your help. Let's catch these kids before they do something stupid.
Time to go.
Huh? That's the owner of Isa Bathhouse. What's he looking at?
I was just doing some cleaning when I suddenly heard a loud noise outside. I got to the door just in time to see a shadowy figure disappear up that tree. This is a busy street. Surely it wouldn't be a burglar, would it?
Hey, yo. What am I supposed to be investigating this? On the roof?
Time to go.
What was that?
Please don't see me.
Sir?
Come on, get up. What are you crouching there for?
Ah! Shinobu! What are you doing up here?
Hey, what do you think you're doing climbing up on someone else's roof?
Oh, sorry. Coming down.
If you're gonna horse around, fine. But you have to know when to rein it in, okay? It's darn lucky you didn't break any roof tiles. Otherwise, I'd have to close the place down while I get it fixed.
Sorry!
We're very sorry. I will be much stricter with him in the future. If, on closer inspection, you do find any damage, please come to Hanamizaka and ask for me. The Arataki gang will bear the cost of repairs.
It's okay. All's well that ends well. It's just, if you carry on like this, causing mischief day after day, night after night, sooner or later accidents are gonna happen. I can see that you're a reasonable person. For your own sake, find a way to keep your subordinates in line.
I will. Thank you for understanding. For the sake of both the Arataki gang and the community, I will get them to start behaving themselves as a matter of urgency.
We'll do better, we promise.
Listen carefully. From now on, you must strictly abide by the gang bylaws of the Arataki Gang. Gang Bylaws Article 1. Do not damage other people's property. In case of violation, the member shall compensate the victim for their full losses, including the cost of repairs, lost business hours, and, depending on the situation, compensation for emotional distress. If the offending member cannot immediately afford to pay the compensation, the Arataki Gang will extend to the member a loan for the full sum, on the condition that they take on paid employment and repay the loan within an agreed time period, including interest, of course. As a further security, all of the offending member's gang assets, including Oni Kabuto and Genius Invocation TCG cards, will be frozen until the loan is repaid in full.
No, I'm sorry. I get it now. I promise.
Good. Then no more violations in the future. Now, where are Genta and Akira?
Boss said that a fellow gang member is a brother from another mother, and we should never betray the brotherly bond.
If they violated the gang bylaws and you're withholding knowledge of their whereabouts, you'll be punished as an accomplice along with them.
Hanabizaka! They went to Hanabizaka! I saw it with my own eyes.
He crumbled.
Let's go. I hope they haven't caused any trouble.
Shinobu, you can see I've learned my lesson for real this time. So maybe...
Shut up and get a move on. If you try and run away again, you'll only have yourself to blame for the consequences.
Where is Mr. Sir?
Please don't see me. Please don't see me.
What are we gonna do?
Hello? Bruh.
Why are you still hiding here? Come on out.
Oh, Shinobu.
Whoa! The guy who stole our spot, he came out!
Sorry, we're coming up.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have stolen your spot. Well, at least not without a fair fight first. Let me make it up to you. As punishment, I'll play a game of Genius Invocation with you.
Huh? Cool, count me in. In the Arataki Gang, the victor shares the spoils. No, wait. Brothers share our burdens. So, punish us together.
I don't know, maybe not. It's so noisy over here. The grown-ups will definitely find us. If they find out that we came out to play cards before finishing our homework, we'll never be allowed to play again.
These kids have some self-control than some other people that we know.
Besides, if we never do our homework and play Genius Invocation all the time, we'll probably turn into big losers when we grow up.
Huh? Seriously? You mean like this guy? Oh, brother. Quick, let's get back and do our homework!
Hey, you little rascals!
Stop. Leave them alone. They're just kids. Gang Bylaws Article 2. No bullying of small children.
Bylaws? What are they?
Never mind that. Just listen.
Violators must give a sincere and unreserved apology to the victim and make amends. Until such a time as the victim forgives the violator, they will be banned from participating in all gang activities, including lavender melon roasting sessions, the Great Sing-Along, Oni Kabuto battles, and Genius Invocation TCG.
No!
Devastated.
Don't pretend to be the victim here. Tell me, where is Akira?
Boss said that homies are family, and family don't rat each other out. Especially not to Shinobu.
Go on.
He was heading out of the city. I saw it with my own eyes.
Boyo ratted out Ito. Why do I get the feeling that this happens all the time?
When Shinobu gives me the look, I react automatically. I can't control it.
As members of the Arataki gang, we brothers share our burdens. If that means getting taught a lesson, then we take it as a team.
Out of the city? A Doshin from the police station told me that things have been getting pretty rough out there recently.
We have to save him.
Let's go. Hopefully we can catch up with him.
Hey, how did Shinobu find me so quickly? Mamoru, did you?
Oh, jeez, I'm just so worried about Akira, you know? He could be in real trouble. Quick, we gotta catch up with him. I swear, I've never known Akira to run so fast before.
I can't keep going. I think I'm actually gonna die.
Is something on your mind?
I heard from the police station about a group of Kairagi on the prowl outside the city.
The odds of Akira running into them are pretty low.
Well, anyway, the best we can do is find him as soon as possible. There's a lot of terrain to cover here. I think we might have to split up. I'll get Mamoru and Genta somewhere safe and tell them to stay put. Then, I'll go south, you go north?
Sure thing.
Thanks.
I wonder if I can hide in this box.
What you looking at?
Huh? Ah! Shinobu! Please, have mercy!
Shinobu isn't here.
Huh? Oh, you scared the heck out of me. I was so sure she'd be with you. Boy, this is lucky.
What are you doing here?
I closed my eyes and just ran and ran. Then I tripped and fell, and this is where I ended up. And what do you know? It's the perfect hiding place. Even comes with these huge boxes. If I can squeeze myself inside one of them, Shinobu will never find me. Don't sell me out. Boss said our gang is our clan and...
Yeah, I know.
Oh, nice. So you know how we roll. Anyway, please, help me empty out one of these boxes.
Shinobu said it's not safe around here.
Kairagi? Wait a second. This sounds like Shinobu trying to scare me out of hiding. Even if it's not, I still feel like I'd rather face a bunch of Kairagi than an angry Shinobu. I ran so far this time, Shinobu's gonna be furious with me. Yeah, I think I'd better stay in hiding for a while.
No, come with me. I'll make sure Shinobu goes easy on you.
You will? How do I know you mean that?
Because you're my brother from another mother. And my word is my bond.
I guess with you there, maybe Shinobu really will let me off this time. Okay, I'll come with you. I'm putting my life in your hands here. Shinobu?
Oh, that's unexpected.
I finished searching the south and noticed you hadn't returned, so I came to see what was up on your end. Looks like I was just in time.
Help me! You promised!
Relax, I'm not going to do anything.
Shinobu, spare me! Huh? Did I hear you right?
We go through this song and dance every day. Even an omnipresent god would have a tough time keeping track of you all. Besides, even when I teach you a lesson, it's not long before you're up to your usual antics again.
In the Arataki gang, we call that being too legit to quit.
Dude, not now.
From now on, we will be using the gang bylaws of the Arataki gang as the new disciplinary tool. I've got the basics thought out already. Once it's finished, it'll be time for class. Mamoru and Genta are waiting for you at Hanamizaka. You can make a study group and test each other on the rules.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Help!
Come on, it's not that bad.
I'm a member of the Arataki gang. I ain't about to waste my life studying and doing homework. I'm out of here.
Huh? Gang Bylaws Article 3. Insubordination shall be punished by making the member recite all the bylaws from memory.
Get shit on.
Doe was playing cards with a child. When he lost the game, he got angry and proceeded to steal his opponent's cards. Which article of the gang bylaws did John Doe violate?
You kidding me? He was mad about losing, so he robbed a kid? Which gang is this John Doe punk from? We gotta go teach him a lesson.
Yeah, everyone knows don't hate the player, hate the game. Who does this clown think he is?
Just answer the question. Also, John Doe is just a hypothetical character.
This lesson is pretty legit.
Welcome to the class.
Are the gang bylaws doing the job?
Pretty difficult to say so far. But at least the punishments I use in class will get them spending their energy on something meaningful. If it keeps them out of trouble, I'll consider it a win.
Meaningful in what way?
You'll see very shortly. Hey, have you got an answer for me yet?
The one about not bullying children, that's the second one, right? But then it also kind of fits damaging property, which is the first?
How about I answer Article 1 and you answer Article 2? One of us has got to be right, so at least we won't get punished as hard.
All right, Shinobu, we've decided...
Wrong! John Doe violates both Articles 1 and 2 of the gang bylaws, and the additional notes to Article 2, Clause 36 also apply in this case. As for your punishment, each of you must write out all the relevant rules in full 3 times.
No! Rest in peace, my guys. Get learned. Oh, so this is where it branches off again? What up, my dude?
I wonder if I can hide in this box.
What you looking at?
Huh? Ah! Shinobu! Please, have mercy!
Shinobu isn't here.
Huh? Oh, you scared the heck out of me. I was so sure she'd be with you. Boy, this is lucky.
What are you doing here?
I closed my eyes and just ran and ran. Then I tripped and fell, and this is where I ended up. And what do you know? It's the perfect hiding place. Even comes with these huge boxes. If I can squeeze myself inside one of them, Shinobu will never find me. Don't sell me out. Boss said our gang is our clan, and...
Well, I'm not a member of the gang.
Well, friends should look out for each other too. Anyway, please, help me empty out one of these boxes.
Kairagi might show up.
Kairagi? Wait a second. This sounds like Shinobu trying to scare me out of hiding. Even if it's not, I still feel like I'd rather face a bunch of Kairagi than an angry Shinobu. I ran so far this time, Shinobu's gonna be furious with me. Yeah, I think I'd better stay in hiding for a while.
Fine. If she scares you that much, let me help you hide.
Thanks. Why is there so much stuff in here? It's so cramped. Ah, shoot, there goes the flyers. Finally made it. But now there are flyers everywhere.
They're visible from outside the box.
Well, can't do anything about it now. Can you go back and see what Shinobu's up to? I need to figure out how long I need to lie low before she calms down. It's so cramped in here. I hope Shinobu cools down soon.
Time to go.
Did you find anything?
Nope.
That's too bad. My search didn't turn anything up either. I just spoke to a Doshin. Apparently, the Kairagi are smuggling some supplies and they've hidden them in this area. They could come back at any moment to collect them. I just hope Akira doesn't run into them.
What do they look like?
I'm told they're stored in a few wooden boxes. What's wrong? You have this really weird look on your face right now.
That's where Akira is.
Wait, what? Never mind, let's go. this the place?
Yeah.
No boxes, and a whole bunch of footprints. We got here just too late. They can't have been gone for long, and with the supplies weighing them down, they couldn't have gotten far. Let's follow the footprints. Beyond this point, there are weeds everywhere, and the footprints are hard to make out. Wait, is that one of the flyers they made?
Observe.
There they are.
You little brat! Where are the supplies? What did you do with them?
Why do you sound like that?
I think they probably ended up in the sea?
You idiot! You've ruined everything! Ugh, and you've stuck these hideous flyers all over the box. What do you take us for, huh?
Nothing! I mean, I didn't mean anything.
Our deal can't go ahead now. You are going to pay for this.
Wait! You better not mess with me. I'm from the Arataki gang.
Come again?
Why does it cut out
Arataki
like
gang.
that?
Never heard of it.
You don't want to get on the wrong side of my boss. Even the general of the Shogun army doesn't dare to challenge him. And Shinobu, too. She's got connections all over Inazuma and Liyue.
And me.
You're here! And Shinobu.
So you're the Shinobu he's talking about, huh? Well, I don't know if I believe a word this little brat says. So tell me this. If you're really such a big shot, why do you hang out with this nobody?
In the Arataki gang, nobody's a nobody. Listen and learn. Gang Bylaws, Article 3. When one of us is in trouble, all of us come to their aid.
Bylaws? Do we even have those?
We do now.
You asked for it!
Shinobu, watch out!
Let's get down to business. Let me try my flavor.
Stand with me! Teamwork is strength!
As one with wind and cloud.
The fairy. Fall before. Hand over the supplies. What the? Who are you?
Akira, what have you gotten us into?
I didn't know they were gonna give them to the Fatui!
Worthless. Here.
Our bond is strong. Don't blink.
Too warm.
I thought I was a goner for sure.
So these Kairagi were just pawns of the Fatui. Didn't see that coming. If we pass this information to the Tenryo Commission, it might go a long way towards making up for our past crimes.
Huh? Shinobu, you mean I did something good this time?
In terms of the result, yes.
That was a close call.
However, in terms of the process, you're a member of the Arataki gang, and you're out of breath just from fighting a handful of Kairagi and Fatui. Making up for our past crimes is one thing, but you really need some more hands-on training.
Shinobu! Shinobu, no! Help!
Rest in pickles, my dude. Run away.
This realm is... If you ever have...
Oh my god, it even loads this. I'm so happy. I'm so glad I figured it out. Anyway. Nothing left for me to do today. I'll be back in a few to redo Abyss. It'll be amazing. I'm gonna get so many Primo Gems. I'm gonna get Ito. And then I'm gonna get Shinobu. And then I'm gonna get Goro Constellations. All in 5 wishes. I'll see you guys then.